Guys, this is the main waiting area. It's so crowded. It's so crowded. I didn't even know a lot of people actually use the bus. I mean, I have used the bus just once, and that was because the person I was traveling with, a colleague of mine in school, she had no other option. I'll explain all that in the morning. But this is so crowded, fam. It's giving ITC Park vibe if you're Nigerian. You can either book your tickets here
from gate D11 bound toward no from gate D12.
So guys, these are lockers. When just in case you get here so early and you're not really based in the city, you can drop your belongings here. Just put the coin. So this is every 2 hours, 200 yen, 2 hours, 300. I think it depends on the size. This is bigger, right? And then you can keep your belongings safe. They will to give you a card or a key, and you can go about to explore the city. So yeah, this is actually a very nice thing to have done because Tokyo is very crowded, and a lot of people could actually lose their belongings if carelessly kept lying about. This gate thing. This is still like waiting area. This is like map. Then this is like the bus area, like where the buses are parked. This is like where the buses are parked. So there's still like some sort of waiting area around here, so that in case you don't want to wait. And this is the trunk of the car. It was kind of built in keeping the plane in mind, like the airport in mind, which is the same thing they did when they built the Shinkansen, like when they did the whole Shinkansen thing. So this is waiting area. Depend on your bus number. Is your bus C area? Is your bus D area? And even the C area, just like how you have in the airport, you can see information about the buses and where they are leaving to, when they are leaving. Just if you've been to an international airport before, or even a local airport, if you've been to an airport before, generally, this is like the vending machine in case you're waiting and you're thirsty. And these are more maps. Everywhere has maps. C7 to C9 area. Can you see? You show your ticket. If you booked online, you just show your reservation online. And yeah, this is where the buses are parked. And this is what the drivers look like. A lot of the buses do night bus, even though I won't be using the night bus, just so I can show you guys, So hey guys, good morning. It's actually a very beautiful looking day, but that's not what today's video is about. I realized I've not been doing my introduction in my other videos. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Chilo here once again as always. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Chioma, aka Chilo. I'm a Nigerian and I'm currently living and studying here in Japan. So yeah, today we finally leave Tokyo. and I will be taking you guys along with me on the trip back, just like I did for the Shinkansen video, which I gave you guys a complete tour. This time around we'll be using the luxurious bus. Most times it's used at night, but definitely you will catch some, going intercity during the day. You get me? So this video will be a complete tour. I took my first night bus here in Japan, and that was in 2020 or 2019. I was supposed to come to Tokyo for the Schengen visa that I used to go to Germany. But the person I was to come with, my colleague, she had something very important to do in school that day, like in the lab. So she said there was no way we were going to leave our city very early. We had to leave by like after lab time. Do you get me? So she is very fluent in Japanese, so she checked our options and she was like, fam, we have to use the night bus so that we'll get to Tokyo in the morning and immediately enter the embassy, from embassy start coming back. So that was what we did in 2019 or 2020, and that was my first time, and the experience was very beautiful, if I say so myself. We left around 11 something p.m. We arrived Tokyo around 6 a.m. and it was the rush hour, so everywhere was so busy. Actually, if you leave me alone, we were going to take Shinkansen, but we're not rushing back for anything. Tomorrow is a public holiday, and I genuinely thought I should do you guys another tour of the bus, just show you guys what it feels like. I went there last night to like see the park and like see confirm our ticket booking that we did online and all, and I did a video showing you guys the nightlife, in the park, people traveling at night, the night bus itself. But for us, we'll be using the daytime. As you can see, it's really bright, so I felt like it would make more sense to travel during the day so that you guys can see, can just see Japan like through my lens. You get what I'm trying to say? Taking the bus is about 8 hours, using the Shinkansen is about 2 hours, so you can see the difference is clear like Baba Blue. Also, when it comes to the price, the Shinkansen is more expensive. It's about 11,000 that I paid coming to Tokyo, but going back, paying about 3,800. Can you see the difference? It's so clear. So this video is targeted at people who in the future you are considering taking the luxurious bus at night or during the day or whatever, but you've never really experienced. Thank you, and see you in the rest of the video. Bye. It's time to go. We're almost late.
This is what we call 1050 bus bound to Haneda Airport from AA1. ご案内いたします。10時50分発バスターミナル from gate B12. B5 番乗り場より新潟方面ウィアーエクスプレス5103便2号車は B6 番乗り場よりご乗車ください。This is a boarding hall 11.ご案内いたします。11時20分発成田空港方面は A1 番乗り場よりご乗車ください。ご案内いたします。11時20分発佐野新都市バスターミナル方面マロニエ新宿7号はまもなく The 13.
It's tour time. So this is actually like some sort of rest pad for your legs so that they don't feel very tense, throughout the trip. Like I said before, the road trips are longer than the Shinkansen trips. Yeah. Then this is like a blanket to help keep you warm or just for some sort of comfort if you want to sleep or rest your eyes, and just like what you have in an airplane or even in the Shinkansen. And as always, this is like a seat belt to keep you secured and keep you in place. Now it's important to know that the bus was also built like an airplane or with the aesthetics of an airplane in mind. So this is like the light for your seat, just in case the trip lasts into the night. You can use the light to maybe see something or just for personal use. And I love this curtain. The last time I traveled on a road trip, I really enjoyed closing the windows or the blinds during the night. And this is actually for covering your eyes. If you want to sleep and you don't need the light, you shut it out with the headrest. And of course, this is my charging port. Every seat has charging port. Well, this one is to help you adjust the seat if you want to adjust it, moving backward or moving forward, just to make you more comfortable. Over here is the air conditioner, chambers or filters to help you control it. This button, you can use it to alight in case you want to come down from the bus or something. Maybe before a bus stop, you can actually use it to indicate to the driver. And the only thing I really didn't like about the bus is this demarcation. It's so high. Now you might not mind, especially if you're traveling alone and you really want to be demarcated, but I was traveling with my husband, and so we had to stretch our necks to talk and keep in touch. But above all, now look at this beautiful inside view. Like, fam, they really had the aesthetics of an airplane in mind, and that's the reason why I genuinely feel like this is some sort of secret. Honestly, it feels like some sort of secret because very few people talk about the luxurious buses in Japan. Everybody talks about Shinkansen, everybody talks about the flight, but very few people talk about it. So this is me letting the secret out of the bag. Well, I mean, it's not a secret. So as it is mandated for all the road trips, you must stop at intervals. So from what I noticed, the stopovers were like almost every 2 hours or 1 hour 30 minutes, and they will usually stop in this very big convenience area, like a convenience area that has lots of toilet, like multiple toilets, and then it has like where you can do your shopping. And the toilet, fam, very clean. Like, that's something you don't have to bother yourself about when it comes to Japan and all. The toilet is very clean, and yeah, this is how it looks inside. I came out from using the restroom and my husband had bought us ice cream, and it was almost time to like continue the trip. So when they have these stopovers, the drivers will always indicate at their front seat the time that everybody should come back to be on board on the bus and continue. And something that is also very important is the drivers will take they'll do some sort of head count to ensure they are not leaving anybody behind. I really love road trips, honestly. If not that, most times I'm always rushing back to something. That's why I take Shinkansen. But road trips are one of my fave. So yeah, enjoy the rest of this video. The rest of this video is just repetitive, second stopover, using the convenience, shopping, buying what to eat, gisting, enjoying the view, and so on and so forth. But once again, guys, I really hope this is some secret I let out. I mean, it's not a secret technically, but
I just don't see so many people talking about, this mode of transportation in Japan. So if you are in Japan or you ever plan to visit Japan, this is something you could explore, especially because it's cheaper and honestly it's still very convenient. The only disadvantage would just be the and what they said will just be the number of hours you spend on the road. Another thing that I notice is that this one, probably because it's not a complete night trip and we had stopovers, they didn't have a toilet inside, but the one I had taken before actually had a toilet inside, and that was probably because it was a full-blown night trip. I mean, we left by 11 p.m. and there was no way for the driver to be stopping at that time of the day, but this one didn't have a toilet. So in case you really want that kind of full experience, maybe you could ask and make sure that it has a toilet inside. But I think if it's a night trip, it will definitely have a toilet. So yeah, enjoy the rest of this video.
Our last stop.